So let's look at a few of the components for this kit. First of all, the Strut case. It's really a well-made case. It's $100, at least that's what I paid for it over at B&H. You know, tough canvas. It's not a waterproof bag, so no heavy rain or anything like that. But you know, a moist day, foggy, near the seashore, something like that, it would work fine. Just don't saturate the bag, that's for sure. It comes with a couple velcro pouches on the front. The side, there's a cable chase on one side, and then on the microphone side of the recorder there's a really big cable chase that we'll show you in a second. It comes with a strap, and the reason I like the strap so much is because they go on like kind of like suspenders. You put your arm through it, but the way it's set up is that once you're wearing it, the unit won't tilt. You know, it won't tip away from you. It stays nice and horizontal. It doesn't tip to the back like you would think from just being suspended, you know, on the right and the left. It has a clear plastic window, so you can see the meter on the recorder. It you know, it opens just by pulling on the Velcro strap. The TASCAM itself, the batteries for the TASCAM go in the back of the unit, and so when the unit is in its case, the battery compartment would be sitting on the bottom. So the makers of the case kept that in mind, so there's even a bottom pull away so you can access the battery compartment without having to remove all the cables from the recorder, so you can remove it from the case. So that was a pretty slick, I like that. That was a nice little design feature. So that's the case. I got it for $100 on B&H. Maybe there's other cases out there for the 60D, but if there are, I haven't found them yet. But I've been happy with this one, I really have. These are the small holders for a strap that I was telling you about, so if you wanted to use the recorder in the field without a case. But again, the problem with it is these are light metal posts, but plastic caps that certainly over time wouldn't support the weight of the unit with the, you know, especially with the batteries in it. I think in time that would give away. So I don't think that really would work the way TASCAM had envisioned it. This is the Sony transmitter. It's a mic plug. It's designed to connect to the XLR input of a microphone and then talk back wirelessly to a receiver. But what I use it for is I use this mini to XLR jumper cable. It's what, a foot, a real short one. I take the line output of the TASCAM and I send it to the transmitter, and then that talks to the receiver, which I have mounted in this case on my Canon 5D, so I can record second sound. This is that small jumper cable I was telling you about, a little coiled cable, and the advantage of that, you just send that to the output of the transmitter to the input of the camera, and you're all set. Now here's the reason this works so well, is because on the back of the TASCAM, or on the side of the TASCAM, where we take the line out, there's an adjustable volume control here. So if you're sending a signal that's too hot to the transmitter, because you're sending line level, just turn this down. I have it set for 2, and there's no overmodulation or anything going back to my 5D. So that's a real nice feature on the TASCAM, is you have an adjustable output control for the line level, which makes this setup work so well for me. These are the M-Audio Q40s. They're really studio headsets. I ordered a pair of Sonys. They haven't come in yet. Maybe I'll give you a review on those Sonys one day. But these Q40s work real well. Problem with the Q40 is that they come with this long 8-foot cable. And it's just too much when you're in the field to have these cables hanging all over the place. So I saw a blog online that said just to get one of these M-Audio 1/8 jumper cables, it fits the output jack of the M-Audios really well. Nice and tight, no jiggling. And now I have a short cable that goes to my TASCAM. Again, so I don't have cables all over the place when I'm in the field. Invest in a couple of these rip ties. These are real handy for your production bag just to have. They come with a carabiner clip. And you'll see in a second when I set the kit up how handy these are and why you really should invest in a couple of these. So let's start putting the little kit together. We have our strut bag. So we want to just turn it over here and open up the hatch. Okay, we're going to put our TASCAM in, and the TASCAM will lay in so that the bottom TASCAM logo is on the bottom of the strut case. And you'll see that the way Strut made it was there's just enough space, a little bit of wiggle room, but it doesn't flop around inside the bag. And they've made it tall enough that you can leave the utility adapter connected to the TASCAM. So you don't have to take that off and one more thing to lose. So it sits in here really well. Once you connect your cables to the recorder, you won't have to worry about it ever falling out of the case because the cables are what would keep it in the case. So we have the TASCAM in its holder. We'll just close the door for a second. We'll connect the headsets. So the headsets connect on this side. And again, on this TASCAM recorder, what's nice about it is that it has a separate headset volume adjustment, which is kind of nice. So headsets goes into the phone connector, like so. On the other side of the recorder, with this giant utility hatch, you just pull it apart. Like so. I have access now to my microphone inputs on the TASCAM. Connect all these loops. Let me close it off. So when it's closed off, it's kind of like a sandwich bag. It just it seals tight. Your cables, your connectors are protected from the elements. So there's the microphone input. We have our headset connected. Now I want to set up the transmitter. So here's how I do it with this Sony transmitter. I use a short XLR to mini cable, real short. Again, I don't want a lot of excess cable hanging all over the rig. Then on the front pocket of the Strut case, what I do is I use the protective case for the Sony transmitter. I leave it off the transmitter, but I put it in the front pocket here. And this case is strong enough so that the transmitter fits nice and flush in the front pocket. Then you just take the Velcro seal, you seal it off, and now the transmitter is fully protected in the Strut case, and connected to the TASCAM. Remember I was telling you about these carabiner rip ties? The reason I like them so much is on the case I can connect a rip tie and then just loop it over my headsets. And on the other side of the case, again, I use a rip tie. I connect it to my feed cable for my shotgun. Put it right on the loop. And now all my headsets and my mic cable are connected to the case also. So when I'm not using the headsets or wearing them, I just clip them onto the case, and it really does not add much weight at all to the case. And here's what the kit looks like once it's on. Again, the design of the strap is such that once it's connected to the wings of the case, the TASCAM sits nice and flush. Real easy access. Real easy access to the controls of the TASCAM. Throw the cover over it. The transmitter, the Sony transmitter, is in its protective front pouch, connected to the transmitter. Again, a short jumper. There's no cables spilling all over the place. On the other side, I have my Rode shotgun connected to the recorder, sealed up, again with this little velcro pouch. My headphones are on the rip tie carabiner attached to the case. I have them on a very short cable, so it's comfortable to wear. It reaches fine with slack to the recorder, but I don't have a lot of headset cables spilling all over the floor. One more thing that I have to mind when I'm in the field. And that's it. And again, the output of this recorder, the output of this shotgun, is going wireless over to my 5D for a second sound. That's it. That's my setup. My name is Leo Mahoney, and I'll see you next time.